If you take up more of my time today, do you understand?
Well, ma'am.
Okay.
You're taking time for yourself. I'm a public citizen. I'm on a public sidewalk, recording a public building. Unless you're suspecting me of committing any crimes, then I suggest for you to treat me. Ma'am, don't put your hands on me. Ma'am, don't put your hands on me. Why are you, ma'am? Why are you? Am I being detained?
Put that down. You
ma'am,
can't have anything in your hands right now. Put that down. I'm ordering you to put that out of your hands.
I do not consent to any seizures or searches.
Today, we're taking a look at a video from the channel Auditing America, capturing a situation that raises serious questions about civil rights. The incident takes place at the Rhode Island National Guard headquarters, where a man conducts a First Amendment audit to test whether freedom of the press is truly respected in practice. At first, everything appears calm, but once law enforcement arrives, the atmosphere quickly shifts. Legitimate questions are met with suspicion, pressure begins to build, and the situation escalates into unnecessary tension. In the end, it concludes with the man being handcuffed, leaving behind not just a confrontation, but a deeper question about the boundaries between authority and individual liberty. This isn't just another video, it's a reminder of how constitutional rights are understood, challenged, and upheld in real life. The full video is in the description. Now the question is, who do you think was in the right?
Alright.
How you doing today?
I'm alright.
What are you? If you want to disregard.
What are you doing over here?
Just videotaping.
What are you videotaping?
Facility?
Why are you videotaping the facility?
Okay.
Just my own purposes.
So, what's going on?
I don't answer questions.
Do you have any ID on your bud?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, we got a call for a suspicious person, okay? Because this is kind of suspicious behavior.
Okay, what crime do you suspect me of committing?
So, alright, before we act stupid, okay? Let's just talk about when you're standing in front of a facility that's a government building, and you're filming it like that, you caught the attention of the security guards, right? There might be some cause for concern for who you are and if you intend to do anybody any harm over here.
Well, I have no ill will.
Alright, well I can't take your word for it, okay?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to identify yourself.
Well, do you know that we're standing in a public property?
That's fantastic.
And
I'm
unless
police,
you're...
okay?
I understand.
I'm investigating something right now.
Okay, so am I.
Service, okay?
So am I.
What are you investigating?
I'm a private investigative journalist gathering content for a story. And you should know that unless I'm being suspected of a crime, I don't have to provide ID.
Well, until I can determine that you are not committing a crime, I'm going to ask you for your ID.
Well, I think I'm going to have to decline to that, ma'am. Do you have a... What's your name and badge number?
You can decline. It's on my chest.
What's your name? I don't see your name in your chest.
Well, you haven't identified yourself to me either. So
I don't have to, ma'am. You're a government official. You're entitled to identify yourself.
Fantastic.
What's your name and badge number?
If you do not identify yourself to me,
yes,
and we continue to do this,
yes,
and you tie me up,
yes,
okay? Let's not make a bigger thing than we have to.
It's not. I'm just doing a lawfully protected.
Can you identify yourself as a journalist then?
I don't have to, ma'am. This is the United States of America. No, I don't, ma'am.
I think you need to review the laws.
Maybe you need to review the laws.
Nope.
Maybe you need to review the laws, ma'am.
Okay. What's gonna happen?
Do you have a supervisor?
What's gonna happen is you're gonna identify yourself. If you choose not to identify yourself, because now I've asked you about 4 times already.
Not gonna happen.
Then this is gonna rise to the level of obstruction of justice because I have to figure out
what crime. What crime do you suspect me?
You won't tell me what you're doing here.
I already told you, ma'am.
Your behavior is highly suspicious.
I already told you, ma'am.
No, you're not explaining.
Can I speak to your supervisor?
If you simply identify yourself,
well, ma'am,
and explain what's going on here, then we don't have an issue.
I already
but I'm
told
gonna
you.
start to get aggravated if you take up more of my time today. Do you understand?
Well, ma'am.
Okay.
You're taking time for yourself. I'm a public citizen. I'm on a public sidewalk, recording a public building. Unless you're suspecting me of committing any crimes, then I suggest for you to treat me. Ma'am, don't put your hands on me. Ma'am, don't put your hands on me.
You down for my safety.
Why are you, ma'am? Why are you? Am I being detained?
Put that down. You
ma'am,
can't have anything in your hands right now. Put that down. I'm ordering you to put that out of your hand.
I do not consent to any seizures or searches.
Drop that out of your hand now.
I do not consent to any seizures or searches.
That's fine. You don't have to.
What crime do you suspect me of committing? What time? What crime?
My safety. I'm asking you to put that down.
She's patting you down for what?
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
This is an illegal detention. What you're doing right now? Yes, it is, because I am a private citizen gathering content for a story, and you guys are harassing me. I will file a formal complaint on you, ma'am. I guarantee you're gonna leave here before I do, and you're not gonna get my ID. I guarantee you. And you're burning me with your engine. You're burning me with your engine in my hand.
Can I call you? Have a seat right now.
I'm not having a seat.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I am a private citizen.
In my hands right now.
You guys,
understand?
you guys are violating my rights. You guys are violating my rights. I have not crossed any. What's your name and badge number, sir? What's your name?
Have a seat.
Nobody's identifying themselves. I'm holding my phone because this is for my safety, ma'am.
Hold your phone. Have a seat.
This is for my safety. Do you have any body cams?
Have a seat.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. You failed to identify yourself. As a government official, I demand for you to contact your supervisor right away.
I'm her supervisor.
You're her supervisor, sir.
Yeah.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
That's 422. You can read it yourself.
Okay, and what's your last name, sir?
Listen to me. What are you doing here today?
Sir, well, right now what we're doing is wasting our taxpayers' money and harassing good citizen that's only gathering some content for a story. There's no reason for you guys to put your hands on me and search me and do what you do because this is not Nazi Germany. This is the United States of America, and I will be filing a formal complaint on you, and you will be hearing from me. I promise. Sir?
Do you have an idea on
Sir? I do have an ID. I don't have it on me, and with all due respect, you should know that unless I'm being suspected of a crime, I do not have to provide that information. On the other hand, you guys have failed all to provide me with your name.
Where'd you park your vehicle?
Ma'am, that's none of your concern.
No, it really is.
That's none of your concern.
Exactly my
This is the United. You guys do. Listen. You guys do whatever you guys want. You have to do then.
Sir, what's your name?
I'm not answering questions.
I've asked him 20 times.
Okay, we can do this very simply. We just want to make sure, verify who you are, okay? What you're doing is engaging in suspicious activity. We got called here.
So I'm being detained.
We're talking.
Am I being detained?
Yes.
Yes, you're being
Under suspicion of what crime?
We're investigating that right now.
Then you have no authority of detaining me.
well, see,
This should be a consensual. This should be a consensual conversation. No, what's your name and badge number, sir?
Here's the thing.
Listen, you don't speak for him. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Quali,
Can we?
badge 491.
I appreciate that, sir.
Okay. So listen, I'm asking what your name is, okay?
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
So you guys go ahead and do whatever you need to do. I'm not gonna answer any more questions. I will be contacting my lawyers for what you guys just did to me. This is invasion of my privacy. This is invasion of my rights. You guys are putting your hands in my pocket. I did not consent to any seizures or searches, and you guys will be hearing from me. I promise you.
Stand by for
I
the talk.
promise you. I promise all of you. Thank you for identifying yourself, sir. The only one that's done it since I've been here. I've been illegally detained for absolutely no reason. And this lady right here, which I don't know her name yet, 516, will be hearing from me. And I'm sure you guys have a captain
right
for
now.
the internal affairs that's gonna want to have a talk about this. I promise you. I promise you. You have illegally detained me. You put my hand in that burning hood, you're gonna hear from me.
I think you like this attention right now.
No, you guys are wasting our money. You guys work for the people.
Wasting my time.
No, well then leave. You're free to go. You're dismissed. Because what? We pay for your salary. And you need to stand away from me because
I
you're...
pay my salary, all right?
You pay your salary? As far as I know,
you'd be
we
free to
pay
leave.
for your salary.
You'd be free to leave
We-
if you were willing to be a
I
normal
will be
person
free
and
to
have a
leave,
conversation
and I'm not gonna
and prove
comply
that
with
it's
you
not-
because you are a jerk. Okay?
Jerk?
Yes. There's other ways of approaching people, and I'm not a fucking criminal for you guys to be treating me like
start
this.
screaming and
Okay?
swearing on the
Well,
sidewalk.
apparently you would do the same thing if somebody approaches you demanding stuff from you after you haven't done absolutely nothing.
You're filming at a restricted area. They have legitimate concerns about why you're over here.
They can have whatever
why- that's
concerns,
why you-
and you guys should be professional enough to post up over here and ask people whatever it is that you need to ask in a nicely manner, not aggressive manner like the unidentified
that the
officer
first
over
6
here
times.
does.
Well,
Me, since you know me.
Well, I don't know you, but I appreciate you identifying yourself.
maybe we can start over.
I will definitely speak to you, sir. What was your name again?
Quali.
Laquali. Okay, well, sir, I appreciate you identifying yourself as as your duties, demand. Yes.
They asked you what you were doing, right? They assumed you were filming the property.
I am.
Okay. You can't film the property.
Then that's
That's why we're here.
That's not.
That's the only reason why.
I am going to have to disagree with you, sir, because this is a public sidewalk.
What's the reason why?
Stand up, please. You're under arrest.
I'm under arrest. Oh, for what crime,
Right now, disorderly conduct.
sir? I
Now I
have.
get that in court. You have the right to remain silent. Suggest you exercise.
How is it? I'm talking to you guys. You guys have illegally detained me. This is not,
When you go to law school, you can argue that in
sir.
court.
Sir, this is not right. This is not right.
What just unfolded wasn't merely a tense encounter, it showed clear signs of authority being abused. Instead of remaining professional and respecting civil rights, some officers quickly escalated the situation, resorting to intimidation, force, and even handcuffing a man who was simply exercising his lawful rights. This kind of conduct not only erodes public trust, but also contradicts the very oath to uphold the Constitution that they swore to honor. Under U.S. law, particularly the First Amendment, citizens have the right to record in public spaces and gather information about government institutions, as long as they are not interfering with operations or violating legitimately restricted areas. In addition, the Fourth Amendment protects individuals from unreasonable searches, detentions, or arrests without reasonable suspicion of a crime. Demanding identification without establishing a clear legal basis remains a contested issue that courts have repeatedly addressed. In that context, the man in the video demonstrated remarkable composure, awareness, and determination. He not only stood up for his own rights, but also highlighted the importance of protecting fundamental freedoms in a democratic society. Despite the pressure and coercion, he held his ground, something not everyone could do.